Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage and welcome to another new series of Civilization 6. This time around I'm restarting as Gandhi. The last campaign I stopped for two reasons. First of all, I got off to a really stalled start. Being close to a barbarian camp very early on that was putting a lot of pressure on me meant that I got really behind in building up my cities and certainly getting my second and third cities out. And in fact, the only extra cities I had in that game were ones that I'd conquered from somebody else, and also one that was a captured settler. And I was on the fence about whether or not to restart that campaign anyway. And then I encountered the weird crash to desktop that I seemed to be getting on the same turn every time I reloaded a save. I even went back and reloaded the oldest autosave I had, which was 10 turns previous. And the game still always crashed on the same turn. So maybe it was a building or a district or something one of the AIs was building that was causing it to crash when it was completed. I really don't know. But I was unable to progress past that turn that it kept crashing on. So I've decided to restart. This time around, though, I'm dropping it back down to King. All of the settings are still the same. So we're still playing on standard. We are on a fractal map, playing as Gandhi, but we're on King difficulty instead of Emperor. And the reason for that is I still think there are a few balance issues that need sorting out with this game. And to be quite honest, I don't enjoy playing Civilization on difficulty levels where the AI is cheating so hard that it's almost impossible to win fairly against them. Civilization 5 was the same. I could beat Civ 5 on Deity, but did not enjoy playing it on Deity. Prince on Civilization 6 is a bit too easy. King, I can do. Emperor seems a bit tricky, so I'm going to go back to King. Maybe we'll do a couple more games on King before moving on. So this is our start. It doesn't look too bad. We do have a few marshes here, which is a good source of food. We are close enough to the water to be able to get a harbour. We've got a source of crabs. We've also got a couple of mountains that we can make use of. We've got some marble. We've got some ivory. We've got some wine. We're next to a river. There's a few hills, not a huge amount of production. We do have a couple of stone, though, so we will be able to get some quarries. We've got a wood. It is a relatively decent start, so we're going to go ahead down there and pop down Delhi. We can't really move our warrior awfully far due to the terrain, but let's go ahead and have a look around and see what we can find. It's quite possible we may be on an island because this is a fractal map. So let's go ahead and start with that scout, as we always tend to do. Now, I do want to still try and get a religious victory. That certainly is a plan. We've got a very nice tile here that we could get a holy site in. We will probably want to get mining as quickly as possible so we can go and get the stone. So let's work on that. Now let's go and have a little bit of an explore around with our warrior here. A few more mountains. This could well be an island, but it is quite narrow down here. It doesn't mean we're on our own. We've seen similarly weird looking bits of land. Obviously we don't want to stray too far away with the warrior. If we do run into a barbarian camp, we want to be able to protect ourselves. Let's go up onto the hill. We've got some tundra up here. That's not all that useful. Still 3 turns away. What are we actually working? We are working the food and production. 2 turns. 2 turns until growth, or 3 turns. So if we work the food tile, we'll still get the scout in the same number of turns, but the city will grow 1 turn more quickly. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll try and get some decent production going. Units need orders is still you. We've found our first barbarian camp. Still no goody hut yet, so we are going to have to be wary of these guys. Yeah, I might start to bring this guy back now. That's making me a little bit nervous. So the city has grown. There we go. We've now got our scout. And we have met Peter.
Достойный правитель, подобный вам, должен ценить все самое изысканное. Любите ли вы искусство подобно мне?
So he is unfortunately close to us. So you are down there. We've bumped into your warrior already. That is not a good sign. But what we want to try and do, let's get ourselves a couple of slingers nice and early. And I think we might be trying to take him out quickly. And to try and remove him so we don't have to worry about him later. That's going to be my play for this campaign, I think. Let's come back with you. So yeah, we're going to need a couple of slingers and a warrior is probably enough to take out an AI city. So there's mining done. We should probably now work... Let's get pottery just so we can get the granary up and running. Let's go ahead and look over here. So we've got some marble. Did we find your city? Almost looks like it's there on the map, but I can't actually see where it is. He sent me a trade delegation. That's fine. That should allow me to see his capital, yes? Or does it just allow him to see mine? Cannot see his capital. We need to try and find where he is. He must be over to the east then. So we definitely want to sort of bring this warrior back home to protect the city. I mean, he could be over here as well. He could be in either direction, really. I don't honestly know. We have found a goody hut, so I assume he didn't come from that direction. Let's just leave you there, protecting from barbarians that might come from the north, because we are getting these slingers out. We'll probably save up until we can buy a worker, and we'll use him to get the stone. We definitely want to get over there, because we do want to try and grab that, but then we need to go ahead and look to the east, because we need to try and find where Russia is. He's not as close as I thought he was, to be honest. I was expecting him to be closer. So that's given us a boost towards early empire. It's not great, but it's not terrible either, so we'll take it. Down here might be another good spot for a city. We've got horses, we've got wheat, it's on a river. We could get the crab on the coast. It's not brilliant, but it's an option. So we will consider that. There's Code of Laws done. So we want combat experience when fighting barbarians, and we'll take the faith and the gold. That'll help us get our religion out. Well, it won't help us get a religion more quickly, but it will allow us to get apostles and stuff once we get a religion. And the extra gold will be good for getting a worker. So we want to move out here with this slinger so we can get another. Improve 3 tiles or discover a second continent. Which one are we likely to do first? Probably likely to discover a second continent. So we'll work on that one. We will go ahead and get at least one more slinger. We need to get some military units out, really. We want to go and try and find where Peter is. Hopefully the barbarians will leave us alone. So let's go ahead and have a little bit of a look around. Try and find his capital. I guess in the meantime we could actually go up here and deal with that barbarian camp. It's not a bad idea. If we can kill a barbarian with the slinger, it will give us a boost to archery. So there's pottery now done. We probably want to go animal husbandry, but we don't really have anywhere we could use a pasture right now. We've got to want writing as quick as possible as well. I really want to save this for the sort of the holy site. Let's get the animal husbandry, and we'll keep moving up here with these guys towards that camp. And yeah, there we go. We have now found Russia. So they've already got a couple of warriors here. So we could declare a nice early war on them. But then I don't want to get sort of caught from behind by these barbarians. So we're going to go and have a look for that. Now, we do have open borders. Until you get early empire, you can sort of look through. So we'll use this to scout out his territory. There's St. Petersburg. Looks like he's got some barbarian scouts. Does he have another city down here? Or is that just because Russia start with some extra territory? And of course the AI sort of, you know, cheats like a mofo, really. We'll have a good look around, though. I want to sort of get a lay of the land here. Yeah, he does only have the one city. It's got a lot of wheat. He's already upgraded a few sources of the wheat as well. Might be a city worth grabbing. So we'll certainly consider doing that. We're going to have to move forwards with you units. I don't think he's going to come out and attack. He might do. Yeah, he's actually moved out of the camp, which for me is absolutely ideal. Because that just means we can instantly move into the camp and clear it. And we can attack you with the slinger. In fact, the slinger won't... the slinger will take a fair bit of damage from there, so we'll actually back up with the slinger. We've got our second slinger here. He can go up and help, and we're going to get ourselves another slinger. Can we afford to buy a worker yet? A builder. 200 gold. No. A couple more turns and we'll be able to, though. So we probably want to get both sources of stone. We'll probably want to get some food as well. Of course, we've got you. Looks like you're sort of coastal there. We do want to try and find some more goody huts. So what's that barbarian going to do is the question. It's moving down towards my slinger. Well, that's fine. If we just keep moving the slingers back, he's eventually going to get into a position where I can attack him with 2 slingers. He can't attack me on this tile because he'd have to move onto a hill. So if he moves closer, he's going to get himself caught. There's a scout up there. The scout probably won't attack me. It might do. It doesn't usually. More interested to see where he's going to go.
I am fond of pigs.
So you have moved next to me here. Let's back off 2 tiles. Let's keep moving in with the warrior to block your retreat. And I'd like to kill the unit first so we can get the research boost to archery. We've got the research boost to writing. I really can't see where I'd want to put the campus. I really want to get that holy site out first, so I'm going to go for astrology. You are going to stay there because you should be safe on that tile. And, yeah, you don't really have a lot of choices where you can go, so we'll just sort of keep moving around. I don't think that scout will attack. It might. But I don't think... The scout usually just runs away. He will defend himself. If he's next to a weak unit, he might attack, but he's certainly not going to risk attacking a fully healed scout. It wouldn't be worth it. Okay, so we can sort of peg you guys in now. This we can move on to with 1 movement cost, which now means we can attack twice here. Now, you won't be able to kill it off, but you'll be able to do a decent amount of damage to it. If we can get it killed off on the next turn, we'll get a boost to archery. It's only 30 gold to get archers. It was really, really cheap. Let's go ahead and purchase ourselves a builder. Now, what tiles are we working? We're working both the stone tiles. I couldn't agree more on that. We're not at our housing cap yet, but we might prefer to actually... 22 turns until growth. Do we want to work the gold tile first? I mean, that's a lot of additional gold. That's 50% extra on our gold right now. And we will need the gold to upgrade to the archers. So I think we will run that tile for now. Even though it's going to slow the city growth down a little bit. I think that's the best option. Oh, he's taking some damage to his warriors down there. So that's quite nice. So you're actually attacking my slingers. That is fine. That would kill them off, which we don't want to do. I think we can actually kill that spearman. So that will give us the boost to archery, if we do. Fantastic. So that should be a boost to archery. Yep, there we go. Now we just need to sort of get everybody home. So we've got a warrior. We're going to start by getting at least 1 of the stone. We will definitely want some... Well, this isn't going to be a farm. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Ah, we found a goody hut. Let's go and work our way around towards that one. So what do you think? What do you think you're doing with these warriors here, Peter? I mean, I'm 1 turn away from getting another slinger, so I'm very tempted right here to just go and declare this war straight away. You need to come into our own territory so you can heal. Look, that was the wrong unit that I just selected there. And that one was as well. So let's move you out. You need to move in and heal up. You're going to get a quarry. Gives us some more production and a boost to masonry. Now, I think we might get the other quarry as well. So now we've got that other slinger. Let's go ahead and get the monument. I'm not going to worry too much about getting a settler out right away because we're probably going to take another city. It's quite a distance away, that city, but I think we can deal with it. So what do we get for the goody hut? 20 faith. Nice. We've got a promotion on this unit as well. So we can promote you up on the next turn. I see you're moving in with a lot of units there, Peter, and that worries me slightly. Let's go on to the next turn. No, he's backing off again, though. But he does have a fair few warriors. I don't really want to give him time to produce much more, so... let's go ahead and ranged attack to destroy you. You are going to get your promotion. Instantly heal you. You're going to move forwards. You're going to move forwards. You're going to move on to the other stone. Choose a pantheon. So what do we want? Holy site districts get faith from adjacent tundra tiles. Production towards ancient classical wonders, which you never seem to really get anyway. +1 production from marsh, oasis, and floodplains. We do have 3 marshes here, actually. That'll be a very good one for us to take. So I'm going to go ahead and take that one without even looking at anything else. So that gives us a boost there. So we've got 3 marshes here that we now will get extra production from, which is really good. We'll have another. There'll be 4 in total. 4 marshes, really nice. No oases around. Floodplains we do not have. They're just normal plains, but still, that's quite a good boost early on. Unit needs orders. I sort of want to bring you guys forwards. We'll do that on the next turn, though. You skip a turn there. So that faith boost was really nice. We'll keep looking around with the scout. We probably have enough units here to take on Peter. I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but we are surprisingly strong. We just want to sort of move a few units home. Everyone is sort of at full health here anyway. It's probably a good idea to sort of keep 1 unit home just in case there are some barbarians that pop. But we'll certainly keep our eye on things. So how are we doing here in terms of production now? That is quite nice. That is a decent amount of production. We will want to go back to working the food tile at some point. What I'm actually going to do, made a little mistake there. I'm going to bring that slinger back. We're going to get them all upgraded to archers before we attack.
Is a 250 square mile tiger trap made up of massive obelisks riddled with jagged spears. And yes, they will cut your pretty...
So we found a wonder that provides culture and science to adjacent tiles. It is in tundra though, so it's not ideal.
I'm a Sagittarius and we're skeptical.
Well, that's astrology done because we found the natural wonder. That was really nice. So what we'll do now for our next tech is we'll go ahead and pick archery. We've got that boost. It's only 6 turns. We've cleared the barbarians. We've found the wonder. Let's go on to the next turn. And we have a promotion up here. Fantastic. Let's give you... I don't know. What have we got around? I mean, there aren't that many hills. There aren't that many trees either. I think I will give you the trees one, though. Yeah, warrior can sort of stay around here. Let's just have you there. All of you guys go back into here. Now, what do we do with you? This is definitely going to be our holy site. This could be a step well. We can't build step wells yet. We could just go and get a mine on the hill and just go, like, sort of all-out production. Going to skip all of the turns. Actually, I'm just going to fortify all of the slingers. I'm not going to do anything more with slingers until we can get an archer. I might even get another one out, just to be on the safe side. Because there's 2 more turns until we can actually... see how long it takes to build one once we've finished the shrine. Because the shrine will be quite quick. We can't get the mine here on the hill. That's weird. We don't have the ivory yet. Maybe I'll just save... Oh, we can actually go and get the crab. Oh, no, we don't have sailing. We'll just sit you in the city then until we actually have something we can use you for. Let's continue. There's a lot of salt up here, but it's not really in a great location to settle. We'll keep looking around. I mean, it looks like this is a lake here in the middle. So having a harbour here would be completely pointless. Although having a harbour on this side might be useful. So we have got a scout up here. There's probably another camp up there, which I'm not overly concerned about. There's a lot of scouts up here, actually. So it would appear. So yeah, we just sort of leave all of your units around. You are going to go to sleep until I've got a better use for you. We don't really need the farm right now. Okay, so production is done. I'm not going to try Stonehenge because it never works. Oh, well, we could. 3 turns for a slinger. 2 turns we'll have archery. Or we could just go straight for the holy site. Stonehenge, we've got 1 tile. Let's try it. Let's see if we can get Stonehenge. I've got a feeling that we won't. But I kind of like the start that I've got, so I'm going to take the risk and see if we can get it.
Skill without imagination is craftsmanship and gives us many useful objects.
Production towards
such as a
builders.
woodwork picnic basket.
So we're not actually working on any builders at the moment. The production could be useful. This is production towards units. I don't think we really want either of those right now. We still haven't discovered a second continent. But we do want to get into early empire as quickly as possible. So let's go ahead and just queue through both of those. I've got a feeling the scout's just going to go away and probably bring back some friends, to be honest. So we'll keep looking around to see what we can find. On to the next turn.
I shot an arrow into the air. It fell to earth. I knew not where.
So we've got enough gold now to promote all three of these to archers very early on, which is really nice. Doesn't leave us with a knot left, but that is good. Now then, if we want to get the ivory, what do we need for that? Camp, which we can get, but we need to protect the builder. We don't want him being captured by this this scout, so we'll wait until the next turn on that one. What else might we want to get? We probably will want to get sailing quite quickly, but we will want writing. Let's go and queue writing up as well. We don't want to delay too much on our science. We found a goody hut. Fantastic. You're actually backing off, which is good, but I do still want to protect you with my with a unit of some description. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll link you together. Looks like he's trading with me. That's fine. We'll allow him to do that. We certainly want him to... we should just fortify these guys. We certainly want that road to get built. We have 75 gold, which is very nice. And that seems like a great spot to end the video. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are going to enjoy this series of Civilization 6. Hopefully it will be a little more successful than the previous one. I'll see you guys on the next video. And until then, goodbye for now.